Hello, hello. Mic check 1, 2. How are we, people? Here we go. Hope you are well, guys. How is everything? Yeah, welcome. Welcome to another live stream. I'm just checking the health of my stream and just pushing it to a few groups as well, guys. So just bear with me. If you are just tuning in, welcome. So we are currently across Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. I see you guys there. So welcome. Yeah, we've had a fair few submissions this week, so we are going to get straight into it. If you want to send a demo for review, just send it here, soundcloud.com/SteveMarksMusic. Nice and easy. So, let's kick off with Luna Selper, and this is called Fuck. I'm also just going to see if the chat works. I've had so many issues with this chat, guys. It is unbelievable. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Let's not do it that way. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get the chat through this way. Chat. Open in browser. That never seems to work, so I'm trying a different method this week. See how it goes. So yeah, let's just see how the this little chat goes. And hopefully we are all good. Yeah, cool. All right, let's listen to this first one from Luna Selper. Follow, my friend.
Let's go!
There are some samples that aren't sort of like in time with the BPM, especially that vocal sample you just had there was way too quick, so that's what it is for me. One bit of feedback I'll give you instantly is add some automation. So we have long periods in this track that it's all the same. It's just the same after the same after the same for like 16 or 20 bars, like especially here and here, the bit that I'm halfway through. Adding automation just gives your tracks some variation and keeps them interesting. I'm just reading some of the comments here. Something odd. Delay. Yeah, there's a very heavy delay, or everything has delay, reverb, and echo in it, so it's sounding very sort of busy. I'm turning the music down a bit so you can hear my voice. I hope that's a bit better. Yeah, a bit more automation, I think. Some pauses between, yeah, that would help. Just something to break up the sound. It's sort of like this track is sort of big chunks of sound. There's nothing really happening in between. You did have a sort of like a breakdown here, which was good. It sort of gave the ears a bit of a rest, but then it was back into that sort of driving, grinding sort of sound. Yeah, but like interesting track. This is a very like specific genre. It's not really something that you would hear on the radio ever. So yeah, I mean it's interesting. Also, Luna Sepler, and this goes for everyone on the stream. Make sure you complete your SoundCloud profiles. Okay, we have your name here, but we want to know a bit about you. Like, where are you from? What got you into music? Add your socials here, like your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube account, if you have anything. Really, it's so important, guys. For those of you who are always tuned in, you know that if you submit, I tag you in an Instagram post. And it's just good to sort of group you all together. If anyone wants to work with anyone in the same stream, you are all sort of collated in one post, and you could write to each other on Instagram. Instagram seems to be the main thing that record labels look at after your SoundCloud. So set up your SoundCloud properly, guys. And then the record labels, if you are submitting to them via SoundCloud, they will check out your profile. And imagine if they came here, they don't know where you're from, how old you are, how long you've been sort of into music. They want to check out your Instagram and learn a lot more about you. So interesting start to the stream. Yeah, pretty deep, dark, dirty track. This is something that would probably go on at a rave, at 2 or 3 in the morning. So cool. Thanks for sending in. All right, Opus Mind. We have a track, Only You Can Set Me Free. Let's check it out. Give you a follow as well, my friend. Pretty good track so far. Charlie, I did see your comments, my friend. I will chat really quickly to you about that after this demo. I like this. The vocal's interesting. I'm not sure if it's slightly sharp or not. It might need to be detuned a tiny bit so that it's in key with the rest of the track. And it's such a strong vocal that you could play around with it, drag it up an octave, down an octave, and you can create some really cool like harmonies with that to give the vocal a few more layers. Full automation there on the end as well with the filters. Nice, yeah, it's a good track. It's pretty well produced. I would also play around with some width, so add some stereo to your track. So what that means is pan some of your sounds to the left and some of your sounds to the right, because what's happening at the moment, if this box that you see with my head in it is sound, you know, you have your bass down here, your mids here, and your highs up here. Basically, you have everything in your track that's sort of sitting like this. What you need to do is you leave your bass in the middle always. Your bass always stays in the center of the mix. But then your mid frequencies, so like your chords and your pianos and stuff like that, I would duplicate some of them, pan some to the left and some to the right. So then you're starting to occupy a different section of this box. And this box is like the frequency spectrum. And especially with your lead, make sure that you duplicate that into a different track. So you have two tracks with your lead and pan one to the left and one to the right. And what that will do is that will give your track width. Because at the moment, everything is sort of sitting inside the box like this. You need to make it a bit wider. So always sort of like a triangle like this. Your bass has to be very direct and mono, and everything else you should make a bit wider. So add some width to your sound. And yeah, as I said throughout the track, is play around with your vocal a bit more. It's a pretty strong vocal, so play around with it, pitch it up, pitch it down, do some funky stuff, and I think that'll be a pretty strong track. So really nice work. Guys, I can see like a lot of you here, so hey guys, from next week we are doing these streams on Wednesday. Okay, so I used to do it every Monday and Friday. Now I'm being booked for shows on Mondays, ironically, and Fridays. So I have to pick a new day, and that day is going to be smack bang in the middle of the week, Wednesdays. Okay, guys? So if you're in the comments, please let me know that you heard that, and make sure you write Wednesdays in the comment, just so that I know that people are listening. Cool? Opus Mind, let's check you out, my friend. I gave you a follow before. Your profile's not complete either. So Opus Mind, make sure that you add some information to your SoundCloud, guys. This is like your musical CV. So make sure you add your Facebook, your Instagram, a little bit about you, where you're from, what you do. Yeah, it's always good to know a little bit more about you. All right, we're moving on to DJ Tecmo. I hope you like it. I hope I'm having a great day. Yes, I am having a great day. All right, DJ Tecmo, let's check out your track. Okay, Mr. Tecmo, what it sounds like in your drop, it sounds like everything's fighting for space in terms of like frequencies. So what it sounds like is you really want your kick to like push through, but it's already fighting with all these other sounds above it. So the best way to do that is you either widen your lead. So I just explained that in the last review. So duplicate, pan one left, pan one right, gives you more width. Then it occupies a different frequency space, and then that gives your kick some room to breathe. And also add a side chain onto all your elements except for the kick and your percussion, because that gives everything some space to breathe. Another great vocal as well. Yeah, so what I'm hearing is your lead is right in the middle. So widen it, and then your kick will have more space. Because I can tell your kick is it's a tuned kick, and it's in key with the rest of the track. But yeah, you need to give everything else some space. You've got really good elements in there though. You've got your sort of stabs, and you've got a nice sort of bouncy chord progression. Nice and short and sharp, creates a good bounce throughout the track. So And it's good. Keep working on this. I think so it's good. It's a private link, so you haven't like released it yet or anything. So yeah, I would just add some width to it. You can see here with your drop the huge peak in the audio here is from your kick. I'm assuming you have to turn it up to sort of hear it, and it's not a volume issue; it's a frequency issue. So it's very difficult to learn all this stuff. So let's check out Tecmo. Good man that you've got some things filled out here. Do you have Instagram? Because I will be tagging you in a post on Instagram, so make sure you add it here if you have it. Just makes it easier for me. I'm just reading the comments, guys. If you want to submit, there is a huge black box at the bottom of the stream. Like people ask me every week, but pretty simple, just here. soundcloud.com/Steve Marks Music. That is where you send the demos. All right. I'm guessing the name is Yash. I'm guessing it's not Y45H. So let's check out Yash's track. It's called Universe. Also, Yash, my friend, make sure you add some info here. Let us know your Facebook, your Instagram, SoundCloud, we already have. Let us know a bit about yourself. We already know you're from India, that's awesome. Give us some more information, my friend. Okay, Yash, man, it's a good start. I can tell that you're new to music production, so welcome and thank you for sending me your song, my friend. Look, you haven't been producing long. Let's say, I'm assuming you're like a Corona producer, so let's say 6 months or so. Yeah, if I had made this after 6 months, I'd be pretty proud. So man, you're on the right track to becoming a great producer. One thing I would focus on is before you put in all your effort into a track, make sure that the notes that you are using, like right at the start of your production process, make sure that they all sound correct, because there's some moments in this track where it goes what's called out of key. So some notes don't sound right when you're playing the bass line and the notes above. Sometimes you're hitting the wrong key. So it sounds like out of key in some parts. But you have all the basic elements for like being a good EDM producer. You've got introduction, you've got like a build up, you then have like your drop sound. You also had like a bit of an interlude or like a calm section of the track. Now we're getting back into a build up again, and then into your sort of drop again. And I can hear that you're trying to achieve like the sidechain effect, so like where your music sort of pulses. Yeah, man, but I mean, it's a good start, really. Thanks heaps for submitting. I hope that I've given you some encouraging words. And guys, if you're just starting music production, you just need to keep making music. You learn by doing. If you're a bit lazy or you need some more motivation for learning, I also do like private tutoring as well. So I already have some students that I Skype with once or twice a week, and I give them one-on-one training, and that works however you want it. So if you're interested, just hit me up. We can talk about how we run the sessions. You can show me a track. I can give you direct feedback. I can control your mouse and do things. Or I can just give you lessons. You ask me a question, how do you do this? Or what is this? And then I can show you through my screen what that actually is. Man, thanks heaps for submitting. Yeah, make sure you update your profile, give us some more information. And yeah, let's continue. Zook Gensi. This guy's submitted before, yes. Let's check his new one out called, well, it's Lunar Shadows Palm Sprigs. Zook Gensi remix. Let's check it out. Good intro. The vocal chops tells me there's gonna be like vocals in the track.
Somewhere far from city lights, where the girls all speak slow sign. Mercury's in retrograde. That means nothing to me, babe. Oh, turn off the radio. Play me something no one knows.
Really, really nice.
Down to Palm Springs, where they keep their long screen. Jacqueline's on Sunday, driving home by Monday morning.
Okay, this is a remix. I assume it's a remix. There's a note here that sounds out of key. This one doesn't sound right, but I don't know the original, so maybe that's what they did.
105, no sign of clouds in Palm Springs. Palm Springs.
Really, really nice track, man. You've got really short bass notes, which is good. It doesn't make the track too bass heavy. It sounds really light and happy and summery. Really, really nice.
Leave at 2 a.m. tonight. Driving late and packing light.
I'll give you like probably the best tip ever for this track. See how the track is called Springs? And the title here is Sprigs. So just make sure you update that, my friend. It's the best bit of feedback I've given all night. Yeah!
Where they all go to be safe. Sing out, skin out on display. Don't turn off the radio. Play me something no one knows. Drag me down to Palm Springs, where they keep their lawn screen. Jacqueline's on Sunday, driving home by Monday morning. Motel light with the letter I. 105, no sign of clouds in Palm Springs. Palm Springs. Drag me down to Palm Springs, where they keep their lawn screen. Sipping something poolside, bragging about your phone.
Yeah, that note there doesn't sound right. Again.
Show in India, the one where all
Rise
the
up.
goes in Palm Springs. Palm Springs.
Really love this bit. This bit is awesome. There's one other thing, because I'm assuming this is a standard outro. The hi-hats that you use, it's like a trap style.
They keep their Monday morning. Motel light with the letter
Yeah, so your trap hi-hats, they sound a little bit long. So like I would, if you had the opportunity, I'd pick a shorter sample instead, because what it sounds like you need to be like really, really short sample. If you listen to any trap songs, the hi-hats are very, very tight, very like very, very tick, 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 tick. Yours are more like hiss, 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 hiss. That's me just really trying to find something for you to improve on. But man, it's like a very, very nice remix, man. Really, really cool. And it looks like, wow, I think you're the second dude to have your Instagram linked here. So awesome, my friend. I will be tagging you in a post. So thanks heaps for submitting. Yeah, guys, really good stream so far. Guys, if you want to submit, just head to soundcloud.com. Here's the link /Steve Marks Music. This is who you're looking for. That's me on a good day. What we are going to do, guys, is we're going to quickly jump into our artist of the week. Hey guys, I am your artist of the week, Steve Marks. Thanks so much. My new single entitled Legacy featuring Rika is out August 27, so make sure you hit that pre-save link. Should be below in the description, and you also get to hear a sneak peek of the single too. So hit the pre-save, follow me on Spotify, enjoy the preview. The track comes out August 27th. Woo! Yeah, guys, that's me being selfish again. I'm your artist of the week, but come on, bit of give and take, all right? I spend hours every week reviewing your demos, so the least you can do is listen to me being your artist of the week. So my track comes out next Wednesday. That is also going to be the day we do our next live stream. So we used to do it every Monday, Friday. Now I'm consolidating it to one day a week, and it's going to be Wednesdays. So the middle of the week, guys, Wednesdays. Pre-saved. Thank you, Wilson, my friend. Yeah, guys, if you ever get to the stage where you are like releasing a track, like officially, like onto all platforms, I've spent many years sort of like releasing tracks on SoundCloud, okay? And like, I'm gonna admit, SoundCloud's cool. Like, I have gotten like thousands and thousands of plays in the past. But basically, to have sort of any like street cred, or like to be like sort of more respected, I guess, in society these days, is to have your sound on music streaming platforms. So I'm making that step now. It's going to be my debut release with a very, very talented vocalist called Rika. She's awesome. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. The pre-save link is below. And I actually updated the link recently, so there's now a little like a preview of the song as well. So if you want to click off and go pre-save it, you can, and I'll see you shortly. Otherwise, we continue with Atigati. And Atigati, what's he sent us? A track called Rada. Let's check it out. Nice. Nice. It's good that you added another layer on the top there, because it was starting to get a little like repetitive. Nice, man. So far it's pretty cool. It's pretty like dreamy and pretty relaxed. What I am going to do, because it's 6.5 minutes, I'm going to skip through it a bit. New instruments being implemented, which is always good. It'd be awesome if you continued this, like this Indian fusion into the next verse. Yeah, nice, man. Really nice. Good variation from the first half of the track. Really good. Gonna bump up the volume a bit. It's a bit quiet. Yeah, man, a pretty cool track. What I will sort of encourage you to do in the future, let's check you out, my friend. Let's see where you're at music production wise. So, man, 2 months. So I'm assuming you're like a Corona artist as well. Many people have taken up music production during the Corona crisis, which is awesome. So, man, really cool stuff. Basically, what I would encourage you to do, man, is to be more like adventurous. So you've got like your nice melody, dun 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 dun. Go crazy on your next track. Do like a really crazy melody that's not just like 4 bars long. Make it 8 bars long and hit all different notes, and then repeat it after 8 bars. Because when you have a track that repeats itself every sort of 4 bars, it does become a little like well, it's hard to keep the track engaging and interesting throughout. So my advice to you, man, on your next track, make a melody that goes a bit longer. So like a few more bars. And I think that will give your tracks like a lot, like a better flow. You also had a really good like instrument selection in there, and the track like gelled really nicely together, man. So really good job. Thanks heaps for submitting. We're going to push on to Mr. Architect. What a guy. This guy can do no wrong. We are going to check out a new one called Cash Out. Let's see how we go. Glad you held the bass note up there on the second rotation. With the 808s, really good. So the only criticism I can really pick up on so far is just the roll on from this sort of trap beat back to your EDM section is a little. I feel like it should have just been boom straight on the beat. It didn't gel too well, if that makes sense. It's sort of like okay, I finished that part, let's go back to the old one. Try and integrate that a bit better, and it'll roll on in really, really nicely. Nice. Good width as well, man. I hear your hi-hats are sort of a rear right. Boom. That was big. Man, really, really nice once again. I'm assuming you used a limiter to sort of keep everything loud, which is perfectly fine. I do the same on my tracks. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can recommend is just coming out of that that sort of the sort of what is it, like the trap section? I don't really know. You go from trap back into like an EDM build up, and then at that moment, like imagine that you're in a club, the build up's happening, the strobe lights happening, smoke machines come down, fill the place up. Gets to that point, and then everyone's going like 3, 2, 1, go, and then they jump. But then there's sort of like a vacant spot, that bit. But it's not the biggest deal. It's just something when you play in a club and you play a remix or a track like this, you see all the crowd just jump so hard on that first beat, and then they kind of like stop and are a little bit disappointed when they're not delivered that massive beat. But yeah, man, really, really solid stuff. Guys, if you haven't tuned in the past to these streams, Architect basically sends a track every single stream. So this is twice a week this dude is making music. So really, really well done, man. Always committed to making his songs better. And I think I've been doing this for 2 and a bit months. The improvement from day one to now is unbelievable. So guys, if you want to get better at music production, just practice, practice, practice. Just keep making music, send it to your friends, let your parents listen to it, see what they think, and yeah, you just need to sort of, really like stretch your wings and just keep making music. Give it to as many people as you can. Get feedback from that. Some feedback will be negative, some feedback will be positive. You just sort of have to take it all on board and try and become a better producer. Okay. Mr. Super Nebula, we are going to check out your new one called Starhopper. No problem at all. Nice. I love the samples. And if you don't have headphones on, you can't hear all the panning that's going on. It's actually very well mixed at the moment. Another melody over the top. Something else. Woo. Nice, 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 nice. Gonna skip a bit, 5 minutes. You got really good panning, left, right. You can hear things sweeping from left to right, really, really nice. I feel like something like this, your high leads that you have going on could be integrated in this section as well a little bit. Also super nebula. I'm not sure how much you understand about like attack, but your baseline has like a very sharp, very strong attack. I'd maybe like roll it off a bit so it's not so dun with your bass. It's more gentle at the start of each note. And like the bass is very well mixed. I mean, it could be like 1 or 2% like quieter, but overall, man, really cool track. And I'm agreeing with all the comments. It is super dreamy. Yeah, really, really nice track, man. Yeah, I mean, just add a higher lead up the top. Give the track like a bit more air, so a bit more up in the higher frequencies. But man, not too much to say about that because it's quite good. Really, really well done, man. Thanks for submitting. All right, DJ Mad ZZ. He's been busy. He's just given me his Instagram, by the way. So cool. Wilson, my man. Atmosphere 2.0. Let's check you out, brother. No worries, Chakra, just send it here. soundcloud.com/SteveMarksMusic. DM. Via laptop. Nice bass heavy. Hit crush on the top as well. Bit crush. Ooh. Wilson, is the bit crusher? It sounds like it's on your master, and what that's doing is when the bass kicks back in, it sounds like it's crushing your bass line as well. I could be wrong. Yeah, I know it's an experiment. It's cool. I like it. Yeah, cool, man. That's a cool work in progress. That's really cool. Um, I was asked that you added in that extra sort of sound in the end there, the high notes. That's good because the track needed something like that. It needed like a driving melody that was track. You've created like a really nice, delicate sound there, and then when that bass hits in this section, man, it's so like it's just very, very nice, man. I enjoy listening to your stuff, man, because it's sort of it's all like I can hear the potential in it, man. You just got to keep going. Try and finish some of these tracks and flick it to some labels, man. You might get lucky with a few of them for sure, man. Really, really nice. Um, Sort of, yeah. I wouldn't. This goes for anyone. If you're applying effects to your master, you need to be careful what you're actually doing. So when you add an effect to your master, you're actually affecting everything on it. So if you wanted to sort of just affect, let's say, your lead and your chords, you can group those into, you can add them into a group in your respective like music production software, and then you can add an effect to that group and slowly automate it on, and then that keeps things like your percussion and your bass line are left unaffected from whatever sort of elements you want to add and distort, things like that. So man, really, really cool. Thanks for submitting again, man. I love your music, is always so fun to listen to. All right, compliment. This is the final version, buddy. I hope you enjoy it. I hope I do too, bro. Let's check it out. This track was removed. Maybe not. Let's check out this older one. Maybe he left that up. Nothing. Unlucky. Let's move on to Jack. Let's check out latest version. Move your feet like this. Pretty good so far. You've got all the elements in there. One thing I'm noting is the kick sample that you selected. It's a kick that has a tone to it, so everyone needs to be aware of this. Some kicks, a lot of kicks, like when you download a sample pack, there might be like punchy kicks, big kicks, stadium kicks, toned kicks. This kick sounds like it has a tone to it, so it sounds like it's got a note like dun 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 dun, and you can get different kicks that have different sort of tones to it. So dun 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 dun. So it sounds like you've picked a kick that has a tone to it instead of just a dud dud dud, just a thud 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 that has no sort of tone to it. And all the elements there, I can hear them all being put together. Another thing I would do is on the first beat of your drop, you had that woo sounds. Let's call it like the dolphin sound, right? Your dolphin sound hits on like bar 1. I'd move it forward so it happens just after the vocal. Beat like this. Bow. So move your feet like this. Wow. Bam 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 bam. Also, your dolphin sounds a little sharp, so you need to bring down the pitch a bit so that it's in key with the rest of the track. Needs to be like. Also good, on every fourth beat you've got something happening with the clap, like a reverse clap, and then after every second bar I hear you've got that shaker or something, and it's happening in my right ear. So it's good that you're keeping your drum track interesting, and you're doing everything that needs to be done. Nice, pulling out the bass. Perfect opportunity from here on to add some hi-hats. So yeah, nice, man. And then we're back to that sort of that toned kick. So this, guys, if anyone can hear that, the kick is very it's very overpowering. So if this is a bar, or this is one beat, let's say this is a bar, you're filling that bar up with four kick drums, four doof 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 doof. So you want it to be short and sharp so that it doesn't occupy the whole bar. When I give feedback to someone saying that it sounds like their kick has a long tail, what that does is when the kick sample is very long, you basically fill up the whole bar with just bass kick, like doof doof doof. So you need to make that kick sample shorter so that it's more like a tuk tuk tuk, and then it only fills up certain sections of each bar. And what that will do is that will make your tracks sound not so like muddy and heavy. So if anyone ever says, oh, your track is very bass heavy or it sounds muddy, that's because you have too many low frequencies. So man, good track, Jack. I remember you submitted last week, and this is a much better improvement from last week's track. So really well done. Chakra wants to know, it's a queue? Yes, my friend, it's a queue. You are about 5 songs time, so chill for about 10 or 15 minutes and we'll get to your track shortly, my friend. All right, Anut Music Vibes. Let's check this one out. Okay, I've just noticed this is 11 months old, and if it's already on Spotify, I'm not going to review it because there's sort of no point, right? It's also going to trigger copyright, which is a pain in the bum for me when I'm trying to keep these on YouTube. So let's check you out. So Vibes, man, yeah, it's on Spotify already, so no point in me reviewing it because it's already a released track, 12 months old, but I gave you a follow, so I hope that's enough, man. Basically, if I review this, what can happen? Nothing much. You can't change it because it's already a released track. If I play it, I will get a copyright strike, which is silly for me because people want to watch this back on YouTube. So sorry, man. The purpose of this is that you guys send me demos, so not released tracks. Released tracks are released tracks. It's already done. So I want to hear your demos, things that you are working on, things that are unreleased. Okay, pretty simple. Yeah. So yeah, sorry, Andut music, but yeah, apologies for that, man. I can't play released tracks. So. Alright, DJ V, let's check out your track, my friend. It's called Hard EDM. Oh, here we go. Sounds like the clap's going a little off. It's drifting with the BPM a bit.
Three to the two to the one like this.
Much better this section here. Man, what a drop. It sounds so good. The thing that is like, how do I explain this? The thing that the track needs, right, is so when that first bass hits,
Three to the two to the one like this.
it sounds like you have two snare drums that are slightly off from each other, and I can hear that, and it sounds a little funny. But also, you've got your driving percussion is just like a basic rock beat. You wanna make your drum track follow like the energy and the vibe of your track. So if you're trying to make something that's like, I don't know, like, to me a basic drum beat sounds very like plain and boring, but you save yourself because you change the percussion here to having the, so you do more with your percussion in the second way round. You've got like a 4/4 beat on your hi-hat, plus you so it follows the sort of bounce of the track. The first sort of rotation is very like, and then when you get to here, right, this bit, much better. Like it follows the energy of the track, having a faster percussion, especially in your hi-hat. So really well done there on the second rotation of the drop.
Three to the two to the one.
Even this bit, you've got something fun going on with the hi-hats. Sort of open, close hi-hat, short, sharp, tight.
Three to the two to the one. Like this. To the one like this.
I think this section here doesn't need the claps, the festival claps, but I think from this bit on, you do. Like the clapping sounds much better here than it does before this little section here.
Three to the two to the one like this. Three to the two to the one.
Wow. Okay, so this track is big sound, man. It's really nice. Yeah, just the advice that I gave you throughout. If you fix up those few things, you've got a pretty big track on your hands, man. Really nice. Thanks heaps for submitting. Also, Travis, I see you in the comments there, man. I clicked on your links here, and the links are broken. So I don't know what's going on here. If I try and open this one and try and open this one, it says the track's not found. So either you removed it or you sent me like the wrong link or something, man. So if you've got time, jump back on your laptop and try and shoot it through, because you were here in the line, but I had to skip you because because nothing came through. Yeah, send it to me quick, man. I'm gonna actually, after that track, guys, I'm going to take like a 1 minute break just to like freshen my ears up. But if you missed it, guys, just recently, so a few days ago, so it was Wednesday this week actually, I did a live stream for you guys just on a Wednesday, just to sort of tell you, if you were tuned in, that I was going to start streaming on Wednesdays. The stream is live on my YouTube, and I did a live set for you guys, and when I DJ, I do all this crazy stuff with drums and stuff like that. So after this stream, definitely head to my YouTube and check it out. Here's a little sneak peek of what I sort of get up to when I DJ.
Can't stop.
Work it all out, make it better. Do it faster, makes it stronger. Work it all out, make it better. Do it faster, makes it stronger.
Alright guys, I'm just gonna have a quick break. I'll be back in like 1 minute just to rest my ears.
In your heartbeat. I can hold you. Never worry. Know everything I do is not something I
Hey guys, I am your artist of the week, Steve Marks. Thanks so much. My new single entitled Legacy featuring Rika is out August 27, so make sure you hit that pre-save link. Should be below in the description, and you also get to hear a sneak peek of the single too. So hit the pre-save, follow me on Spotify, enjoy the preview. The track comes out August 27th. Woo! Cool. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to rest my ears for a minute or two after that huge bass track. That was huge. Hey guys, if you just tuned in, Steve Marks Music here. Send me your demos. I listen to them. I give you feedback. I try and just stick to positive vibes only because negative advice tends to crush the soul. If you're tuned in on Twitch, I see you guys there. Facebook, hello guys, and YouTube, I see you guys there as well. Yeah, send me your demos. You can send them here, soundcloud.com/Steve Marks Music, or just search Steve Marks in SoundCloud and look for this handsome dude. That was me. Cool. All right, let's get back into it. We have a few more. So we just did DJV. What I will do is skip to Compliment because he was higher up the track, higher up the list, but he just sent the incorrect link. So let's check this out, Mr. Compliment. Breakdown. I seem to be giving a lot of panning advice recently, like to everyone. You know, like make sure you pan things to the left and to the right. But yeah, man, that's a solid track. Integrate a few more glitchy elements into your track as well, and definitely don't keep them all in the center of the mix. I would spread them out a touch. Yeah, man, I hope that helps. Pretty big track, man. That's huge. All right, Harsh, or Harsh X, however we want to say it. Truth of You. Let's check this out. Sent in 2 hours ago. You must have just joined. All right, let's check this out. Truth of You. Piano.
I can't do this whatever we had, you'll never find that love again. You're playing all these games, but I won't take the blame. Your lies and your mistakes, so I won't look at you the same. You had me in a trance, I couldn't see through the fog of manipulation. You had me so withdrawn, I didn't see it all along. You had me so wrapped up in you, couldn't see the truth of you and me.
Sounds like the vocal has drifted off the beat in parts.
You'll be in misery. I can't do this anymore. I'm walking out the door. Whatever we had, you'll never find that love again. You're playing all these games, but I won't take the blame. Your lies and your mistakes, so I won't look at you the same. You had me in a trance, I couldn't see through the fog of manipulation.
Yeah, main advice so far. Like the track is great. You've got great emotion, especially with the vocal and the keys, the piano. I'll just focus a bit more on your placement of things. Some things sound like they're placed slightly in the wrong section, and it sounds a little out of time in parts.
Yeah, you'll be in misery. I'm so tired of thinking to myself, oh God, what did I do wrong this time? Please just let me leave. Do this one thing for me by setting me free.
Yeah, man. My main advice to you again would just be to make sure you line things up correctly with your beat grid, because it sounds like your vocal drifts out of sync with the beat. If you don't know how to turn on the metronome in your music software, I would Google how to do that. So a metronome is like a little ticking sound that ticks in time with the beat, and it's very important to have that in your especially when you're trying to sync up the vocal. It's important that you have something that you're matching it up with, so that you know that you've done it right. So man, it's a good track. If you didn't have the vocal in it, there was still some sections. I think there was like a snare drum somewhere here. Yeah,
You're playing all these games, but I won't take the blame. Your lies and your mistakes, so I won't look at you the same. You had me in a
yeah. So the snare comes in at the wrong point there. But man, just work on getting things in time a little bit better. But your bass line, your keys, your lead sound, they all sound really well together. So basically achieving that is a lot of work in itself. So man, I can tell you've worked hard on this. Yeah, tiny little things to make it perfect. And yeah, you'll have a nice little track there, man. Thanks for submitting. Okay, we are up to OVR. Tuk. Alright, it's a remix, so chances are I will get a copyright strike, but let's just see how we go. A good remix won't trigger copyright. Hey man, don't be embarrassed. It's all learning. It's yeah. If you never send your music out to people, in my opinion, you'll never improve. So by sending your music out to people like me and then giving you feedback, That's how you can improve. Otherwise, you might sit in your bedroom for 2 years and make music, and things might be like a little like out of time or something like that, and no one will ever tell you. So, man, you're doing the right thing by sending your music out to people and getting feedback from them. It's the most important thing to help you improve. So, don't take it as a negative, man. Don't be embarrassed. Don't be sad or disappointed. It's just a learning moment. So you're learning from this. So you'll get better in the future. Don't worry about that at all, my friend. I love that sound.
Out of my mind, out every night, just so I could feel this way. Out of control, irrational. Now that you're stuck on my brain, something about the way together, an infinite high, and we can keep on dancing all night. We don't need forever, but now feels right. Yeah, we can keep on dancing all night. And we can keep on dancing all night.
Really nice, man. This is a really good remix.
Don't leave for long, but if you're gone, I'm so good when we're apart.
I like how you it's really, really nice. Creates like a really good sound.
Dancing all night. We don't need forever, but now it feels right. Yeah, we can keep on dancing all night. And we can keep on dancing all night. Yeah, we can keep on dancing all night. We're in it together, an infinite high. And we can keep on dancing.
Okay. One thing I would recommend, like, I mean, it's just been out for 4 months, so don't stress too much. Like, you don't have to change this. When you have such a strong driving bass in your drop, guys, like this track, it's very important to have like some stops on the bass line, because if the bass line just runs throughout, this is a period of like 40 seconds of your life where there's just bass boo all throughout. So like have it 2 bars, then a hold, and then continue. You had a hold in your sort of percussion and then you continued, but your bass line ran through. Watch and see when you pull out your percussion, also pull out your bass line, and you'll notice you create such a good dynamic change in the track. It's really like, instead of it being just a continuous sort of movement throughout your sort of drop, it'll be like you know, movement and then like boom, like a pause, like a breath, kind of like a rest, and then it continues. because your driving bass is happening the whole time underneath the track, and it really sort of yeah, it just makes it so heavy and constant along the sort of bass frequency. So break up those bass frequencies, give the track some sort of time to breathe, give it that breath that it needs, that moment where there's sort of no bass. Hope that makes sense. I spoke about that for really, really long. But man, really, really solid remix, man. That's really, really good. Thanks heaps for submitting. And I saw your profile's nice and completed, so I'll be tagging you in an Instagram post very, very shortly. Thank you for submitting, my friend. Awesome, awesome work. All right, Mr. Blue Mask. What have you got here? Talking with my mind. Oh, this sounds interesting. Let's see how we go here. Also, man, fill out your profile here. Let the music take control. Nice things come soon. Coming soon. Stay tuned. From Valencia. Awesome. I'm Blue Masks. Thanks, man. I update your profile. Give us your Instagram, your Facebook, things like that, or your YouTube if you've got it. What I do is I tag everyone in a Instagram post after each stream, so you don't want to miss out on that, man. Also, Mr. Blue Mask, I've just noticed that this is it's a released track. So what's going to happen with this is when you go to watch it back on YouTube, it will be like copyrighted, so it will probably be muted from the live stream if you watch it back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take notes in my phone because when I talk throughout the song, chances are that will be cut out. So I'll try and give you all the feedback at the end, if that makes sense, man. What yeah, it isn't released yet, but if it's been signed, then it's already gonna trigger copyright on YouTube because it happens every stream with my track. What I am gonna do though, brother, is I'm gonna pre-save it for you. Taking a little time. Let's just continue. So I just added it, man. So there you go, successfully saved. There's mine if you want to pre-save my track, guys. It comes out next Wednesday.
If you
one thing I like about this track is like it's a nice sort of like I don't know, tropical bass house sort of vibe going on. But what you have really nicely over the top is like a little arpeggiator going over the top. What that does is gives your track some air, so it brings it up from being so like bass heavy and thin down below. It lifts it up nicely. So yeah, I mean it's gonna be released, so you can't really change anything on the track you've sent me, man. But really nice. I like that. I dig that. I pre-saved it, so that's something that I will like listen to for sure. Cool, man. Let's add it to an actual playlist. I'll add it to my collabs save-in playlist. Cool. Tick. Done. Awesome, man. Thanks for your submission and good luck with your release. I hope everything goes well. Mine's been an absolute nightmare, but it's not about me. It's about you guys. All right. Chakra or similar. Let's check out Dark Axe. No worries, friend. Jakarta, I'm gonna follow you, bro. Very creepy, very scary stuff. Chakra, if you're still in the chat, man, make sure you update your profile here. Let us know your Instagram as well, man. I want to tag you all in a post after every stream. I do that. Also, guys, starting next week, we're streaming from Wednesdays only, so don't forget. Nice. Yeah, it's like a really like thin style drum and bass. I like it. Nice. Man, I like it. It's very like experimental. It's sort of like drum and bass meets like dark, mysterious sort of sounds. It's really cool. Another thing too, man, is your logo reminds me of like an Australian PowerPoint. Don't take offense to that. That's where I come from, and yeah, it just brought me back to home a bit, like an Australian PowerPoint socket. How random. There you go. Yeah, I really dig how it's not full on drum and bass. You've got this unique style of it's like a stripped back drum and bass, and it's really cool because it's something I haven't really heard of before. So yeah, I dig it. Thanks for submitting, Mr. PowerPoint. Yeah. Cool, man. Yeah, I dig it. Really nice, man. Thanks for submitting. All right, Dirty Platypus. I think these guys have submitted once before. No, new to the channel. All right, let's check this one out. Back to the Past. Give you a follow as well, my friends. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. So Dirty Platypus, please do me a favor. See all this awesome info you've got here. You have all this cool information here on your actual track. But when we go to your main profile, you've only got your YouTube here, man. So make sure you grab all that information that's sort of hidden in your track here. Like we need to click in here to find it. Just add it straight onto your profile, my friend. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, things like that. Put here, super quick, one click, boom. Then we can connect. It's all about connecting, making things easy for each other.
What a crazy time we have been through. What a crazy world we live in. Time is speeding up. Soon we will grow up. What a crazy time we have been through. What a crazy world we live in. Time is speeding up. Soon we will grow up. She was a hard intruder. He was a fly-eyed flyer. She was a party animal. He was an underachiever. She was a game expert. He was a daydreamer, and I was their leader. Now I will go back to him.
Okay, I think your track, you've got like some really kick-ass sort of samples that you throw in here near the end and also here. Where are they throughout the rest of the track?
We were the kids.
Alright, Mr. Dirty Platypus, what I can hear in this section of the song and also here is I can hear the pulse, I can hear the side chain. But when it comes to your big moment, your sort of drop, the lead sound is so strong. So your main sound, the you also need to add sidechain onto that as well. So like you need to make that bounce with the beat as well, because what happens is every time it bounces is the time when the kick is meant to sort of punch through the mix. So what happens is your kick drum, your boom, 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 it's gone in the sound because your lead sound, your da 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 da, da is taking up all the volume.
We were happy enough. I would think about. She was a hard intruder. He was a fly-eyed flyer. She was a party animal. He was an underachiever. She was a game expert. He
Much better. The clap in this section sounds a lot like stronger, a lot louder, much better. Yeah, nice. I like the vocal. I like the sort of melody that you create. It's stuck in my head, which is a good thing. I would just, yeah, I would add a side chain or a compressor onto your main sound in your chorus because it's too loud and you don't hear the boom 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 coming through. So I hope that makes sense to you, my friend. Thank you for submitting, and let's get into our final few songs. Kinzira, the less I know. Very true, my friend. Let's check this out. Thank you, man. It's your first submission as well, so I'm going to give you a follow. Let's learn a bit about you. We can't learn anything, man. So, Kinzira. I've said this many times throughout the stream. Maybe you haven't tuned in before, but make sure, my friend, that you update your profile here. So there's always an information section. People want to know about you. We want to know where you're from. Show us your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube account, things like that. See here, this is my profile. I've got everything here, super easy. If someone wants to follow me on Spotify, click. You know, if someone wants to follow me on Instagram, click. Someone wants to follow me on Spinning Records, click. YouTube, etc., etc. Super easy. It takes you maybe like 2 minutes of your life, but it just helps for people like me to tag you in posts, because I'm going to tag you all in posts. Yeah, after this live stream, I'm going to do an Instagram post. I'm going to tag you all together. So make sure you update that, because when I come back, if I don't find your name, bro, sadly, you don't get included in the post. So let's check it out. The less I know. Nice and chilly. It's good. It's a calm down track. We've had a pretty crazy stream this week. This is such a good vocal. Really, it's a really nice singer.
It's fantastic. The world. The less I know, the less I know, the less I know nothing to be me. Less I know, less I know, less I know nothing to be me. All the raindrops feeling wonderful. World is so
Nice. You've created some really cool like moods in this. There's like little sections that are really like feels really close and safe. Really good. I like how the like electric guitar sound comes in. That's really cool. It makes it sound so like aggressive, which is good because you've got such a minimal track. It's really good. So don't add anything more to this. Keep it nice and raw and nice and like basic, just basic elements only. One thing I'll suggest if you want to try it out is so this section here where it's just the bass line going dun 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 and your percussion and the vocal. One thing I'd maybe try is and play around with your bass line. I don't mean the notes like making them go up and down. I mean where they're placed. So try and match them in parts with the vocal. So maybe where it goes beautiful, dun dun dun, with your bass note instead of just dun 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 dun, because what you hear
Feelings you want it because
dun
it's so
dun dun dun
beautiful.
dun dun
It's
dun
like a
dun dun.
game with wonderful feelings you want it because it's so beautiful.
So the bass line is just dun 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 dun. So it's just tick 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 tick. So maybe play around with where the notes are positioned and try and like match it up with the vocal in parts. And see how that goes. It might create like a really cool dynamic, or it might not work at all. Just something to try out. Yeah, maybe the lead guitar sound might be a little bit too loud, maybe just a little bit. So you could just bring that down a little bit in volume. But overall, that's a nice little track you got there, man. Really, really cool. So thanks for submitting, man. Your first track, pretty cool. I like it. Really cool, man. All right, OVR has sent in another one. Awesome. Let's check it out before we end the stream. Guys, before I leave, thanks for tuning in. Just a reminder that next week we are going to be streaming on Wednesday. Okay, and then every week after that will be Wednesdays only. So yeah, I don't know if you have it in the diary or whatever, I don't really mind, but just a reminder. So send your tracks in anytime. The live streams will happen on Wednesday. OVR, let's check out this final track from OVR. And also stick around, guys. If you haven't been tuning in the last few streams, I've been working on a track, and I'm gonna play it for the outro. So if you stick around, you'll hear my latest like ID, I guess. I actually sent this track, this demo of mine, to Mike Williams when he was doing a live demo review, and he reviewed it and he said he liked it and that I could be on to something sort of cool. So stick around if you want to hear that.
We used to hide under the covers, staring at each other with careless melodies. Something very deep inside us, the major and the minor, we're like piano keys. You play it for me. You play it for me. Oh, you play it for me. I swear, even in my sleep, I hear it like the memory of everything we used to be. You play it for me.
Hey, no worries, Richie. I just read your comment. Always positive, man. Positive vibes only. I like your growls. The growls you have throughout are good. You could maybe add some low end to them so that they roar from the sort of low frequencies as well. I think on this first rotation of the drop, I'd switch up the percussion you've got there. So you've got like the hi-hats doing like sort of the hi-hats are sort of pushing the track. I'd almost have no hi-hats at all. So it's just the kick that pushes the first few bars of your drop and then get into the percussion. Yeah, I like it. It's pretty good, man. I like you've got all the elements in there working really well together. The all the growls and things like that. They're sitting nicely in terms of volume, but I think those growls that you have and all those sort of brass stabs that's how I usually call them. It sounds like you might have EQ'd out some of the bass, which is fine, but I bring back in some of the bass frequencies for those brass stabs, because then it gives it a bit more like fright, a bit more like anger, a bit more like bass, like boom, you want it to shake your insides. Man, really cool track and really, really good one to finish off with. Awesome, guys. We are done. I'm just going to do a quick refresh. Cool. I'm not sure why these are saying unread still, but they're done. Yeah, cool, guys. All right. Thanks for another awesome live stream. I'm Steve Marks Music. If you want to send me your demos, send them. Whoop. How do I get that wrong? Send it here. soundcloud.com/Steve Marks Music. Thanks for having me. I'm going to send you out with the demo that I sent to Mike Williams and he liked. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you on Wednesday. And guys, update your profiles. Come on. We're better than this. See you guys.